Back deep for Alabama, number 28, Robert Jones, a junior from Birmingham. And we're underway. Jones from the 6. Good return to the 30-yard line. Lorenzo Cole, the motion man, on 3rd and 11. Hollingsworth intercepted. Darren Perry taken down by Lorenzo Cole at the 24-yard line.
Penn State's a little different offense in Tennessee that they played last week.
Sacca with plenty of time, dumps it off, caught by Thompson. He's close to a first down, appears to have it at the 17-yard line. Here's Tim Brando. Perhaps what you were talking about relative to this game, a letdown for Auburn after their big win over Florida State last week. Sacca on the money again. Trying to capitalize on the interception by Darren Perry. Thompson thrown for a loss back to the 18-yard line. John Sullins, the inside linebacker, made the play for Alabama. Craig Fayak, a try of 34 yards. And it's good. And Penn State is on the board first as Fayak connects from 34, and it's 3-0 Nittany Lions.
Auburn's had their share, and so's Colorado here in this ball game.
Hollingsworth, complete. Lamond Russell, voted the tight end of the decade of the 80s by Bama Magazine.
Should be a tight football game defensively.
Turner bounces off a tackle and picks up the first down. 1st and 10 Alabama. Chris Anderson, a true freshman from Huntsville, Alabama. Pass complete. Anderson out of the backfield. His first catch of the day and 5th of the year. He's a speedster. Tank Williamson took over the starting punting job last week when Stan Moss shanked his first 2 against Tennessee. This is a good punt. Terry Smith from his own 9. He's collared to the 23.
Well, they were heavy unbalanced to the right side.
Thompson fumbles. Still free. The Tide players think they have recovered the football, and they have. Philip Doyle. The last 9 scores for Alabama have been field goals. Doyle trying from 43 yards to tie the game. And a rare miss by Philip Doyle, the hero of last week's victory over Tennessee with his field goal on the game's final play. Doug Helkowski has had problems in the past with punts being blocked. He's had 2 blocked this year and 9 blocked in his career. Alabama came after him with 10 men. He got it away. Anderson from the 22. And down at the 26. Alabama 1st and 10 from its own 26. Pass complete to the tight end, Derek Warren.
Well, I coached against both the top 2. I brought a team of Cincinnati players in here to play Bear Bryant for his last homecoming, where he won 48 straight. Needless to say, when I left, he won his 49th straight.
Hollingsworth runs out of time and goes down. 3rd and 6 from the 30. Hollingsworth can run for the first down. On 2nd down, wide open Turner juggled it but held on to it and is close to the first down out of the 48-yard line. Set an Alabama record last year for receptions by a running back with 48. Martin Houston, reserve fullback. He's a sophomore from Center, Alabama. He crossed midfield. Now Alabama is forced to punt from the Penn State 45. Williamson's second kick of the afternoon, and a fair catch made by Tyson Thomas.
Unbalanced line to the right, Sean. Now they're motioning out of it. Back to it.
Opening seconds of the second quarter, 3-0 Penn State. Thompson untouched into the secondary and out of bounds with a first down at the 24, a pickup of 12.
But again, it's a very low percentage situation to be in when you're in 3rd and 12 and throwing against all those defensive backs.
Second punt for Doug Helkowski, the senior from Roughdale, Pennsylvania. Anderson started at his own 26. He's down at his own 35. Hollingsworth caught. First down, Alabama. Lamont Russell, the catch at midfield. 2nd and 8 for Alabama. Wide open, Russell. He stopped short of a first down by about a yard at the 41, taken down by Leonard Humphreys, the junior cornerback from Akron, Ohio. 3 catches today for Russell, now 99 for his career. 3rd down, 1. First down, Alabama. Robert Jones picked it up. Here's Tim. He'll try to pin Penn State in. Not easy to say, but not easy to do either. Punt through the end zone for Tank Williamson. Helkowski to punt. Very little wind to speak of today here in Tuscaloosa. Anderson straight through the middle and out to the 44-yard line. Does that mean people don't think you have a very good football team when they invite you over for homecoming? Of course, that's not the case in this instance with Penn State, the visitors, but by and large, you try to schedule a patsy on homecoming. Penalty flags fly on this play.
Penalty is flipping by the offense. 15 yards, previous spot, still first down.
And Gene Stallings is going to have to, at halftime, get them in there and read the riot act to them offensively. Defensively, they're playing well.
Williamson got it away under a strong rush. Tyson Thomas ruled down. He coughed it up, but the whistle blows the play dead at the 37-yard line. We saw last week, he gives the officials a pretty good working over from the sideline. Thompson, short side of the field. Flag flies where you would expect holding back at the line of scrimmage. 55 white, I believe, is what you just heard the umpire say. That would be Dave Brzezinski.
Wouldn't be a bit surprised. He just lays this one out and goes for a deep throw.
Setting up a screen, but that was snuffed out by Alabama. And he is down. Holbrooks, Stewart, and Odin all there for the Alabama defense.
Punt the football, let your defense come on the field.
Helkowski, a good kick. Anderson from the 34. And down at the 42. Penn State sets up a return. Tyson Thomas will return it. Only the punter to beat at the moment, and Tank Williamson makes the tackle at the 33 of Alabama.
Now the Alabama defense is called on in the red zone to make something happen.
Leroy Thompson driven down by Ephraim Thomas after a short game. Here's Tim.
Well, he changed his mind at the last minute and decided to come to Alabama.
46-yard try for Fayette. It will be the longest of his career. It's blocked. George Teague rambling with it into Penn State territory and out of bounds at the 46. Alabama has blocked a field goal for the second straight week. Hollingsworth to Jones on first down. 3rd and 4. 3-0 Penn State, 1:44 to play in the first half. Penn State with a blitz. Hollingsworth complete, but short of a first down. On 4th and 1. Taken to the line, pass caught by Turner. First down, Alabama. Alabama has one timeout remaining with 1:16 left in the half. Turner, fumble. And Penn State has it back at the 19. Willie Thomas recovered the fumble of Kevin Turner. If not, they do have 3 timeouts remaining. Thompson down at the 25 after a gain of 5. Thompson came in averaging 4.5 yards a carry. That is not the case today.
What they're trying to do with him right here is just get him again where he didn't play last week. Get him a couple of carries here just before half, getting the flow of the ball game. I don't think they'll come out of the huddle.
No, they won't. Gene Stallings walks off at the half, trailing 3-0. Stay tuned for our halftime report, the Rayovac halftime report with Tim Brando and Lee Corso. 3-0 Nittany Lions at halftime. Chris Anderson. Turns the corner. He goes out of bounds in Penn State territory at the 48.
What do you think of quarterback Hollingsworth here for Alabama?
Well, I think he's struggling today, and he has the last couple, but I saw him play a year ago, and he was outstanding. I hope he can get on track.
All right, thanks, Bart Starr.
Thank you.
Great player at Alabama and Green Bay. Back upstairs.
Hollingsworth picked off. The ball goes right back to Penn State. The interception by Reggie Gibbons.
They're very, very strong after a turnover, not allowing you much. Here's the first down throw.
Saka was looking deep. Now he has some running room. First down, flag thrown downfield.
As you said, there's a flag.
Terry Smith out of bounds. He was trying to get away from Mark McMillan. Doug Helkowski. End over end kick that bounces into the end zone.
It just takes a little while to get warmed up and get in the flow of the ball game.
Tyson Thomas driven all the way back to his own 38. Saka play action. Deflected and intercepted by Alabama.
That can be the type of play to turn the ball game around.
Second interception of the year for Sullen. Woodson back at quarterback, throws too high for Finkley. Flags fly from a couple of angles. This is 7th punt midway through the third quarter. It's 3-0 Penn State. Thomas started at the 17, down just across the 25.
Tom Bill's into the football game. They're making a quarterback change for Penn State also.
Bill, man open, Sam Gash, first down. He drives for more across the 40 and down at the 41.
This ball game one way or another.
Bill complete to Thompson, short of a first down, short of midfield at the 49. Went through a rehabilitation program, and he's back on campus and trying to lead the Penn State offense into Alabama territory. He got into Alabama territory, but whether or not he picked up the first down depends upon the spot. Bill has running room. He has to run. As he crossed the line, a couple of tacklers missed him. Then he got leveled. Derek Godin drilled him. Penn State facing 3rd and 9 at the 29-yard line of Alabama. Tom Bill. Look out. Craig Fayak to try what would be a career-long 50-yard field goal. It's good. A line drive through the uprights for Craig Fayak from 50 yards. The longest field goal of his career. 8th punt for Williamson. That's a career high in a single game. The 50-yarder he had earlier, the longest punt of his career. He's punted well today. Tyson Thomas at the 30. And out to the 38-yard line. Another pass on first down for Bill. Going long, man open. Ricky Sales deep into Alabama territory at the 37-yard line. Remember, Helkowski has had problems in the past with punts being blocked. That one's a shank. Spotted at the 26. The official time kept on the field, and that was the game's final play in '83. Flea flicker. Woodson runs away from the trouble. Flags down in the offensive backfield. Woodson out to midfield. This one is likely to come back. Clipping the call, and this play will come back.
Danny Woodson's got to be careful.
From his own 13, he's blitzed, and he is down. Keith Goganis, the first Nittany Lion to get to the quarterback. 2 seconds, and they just did get it off. In his own end zone, long throw, double coverage. Finkley watches it be picked off by Darren Perry. Perry still on his feet and down at the 42-yard line of Alabama. 6 career interceptions for Darren Perry now, 4 of them against Alabama. 1 last year, 1 in '88, and 2 today. Moving along the line before the snap.
Like Bart Starr says, sometimes that'll overcome a coach's touch.
Leroy Thompson rips through a hole. He's inside the 40 and down at the 38.
Penn State now is playing to get in that three-point area to try to put this one out of reach.
Gash avoids the tackle of Thomas. Alabama has had its troubles in the 4th quarter throughout this season.
It's a running play, a draw or something that sets his field goal up to try to go up 9.
Bill throws short, complete. Thompson short of a first down. Out of bounds.
Watch the people right over the center.
From 34 yards. It's good.
But I think what he was upset about is the receiver didn't go the extra 3 yards for the first down. He broke it off a little too soon.
Williamson.
One of the bright spots today for Alabama, Williamson. Another booming punt. It drove Smith back to the 18. He is swarmed under at the 25.
You can't expect something to happen that's not there. You lose your producers. That's what happened.
They came after the punt and didn't get it. Short kick. Anderson at his own 40. Flags fly. A blatant flip back at the 40-yard line will be called against Alabama.
He's going to the shotgun to give a little more time for Gary Hollingsworth to see what's happening in front of him.
4-man rush. Hollingsworth runs away from it. Fans want a flag and they get it. Mark D'Onofrio with a late hit. Shotgun again on 2nd and 10. Underneath the Turner. Short of a first down by about a yard is Kevin Turner. Turner, first down at the 38-yard line. Goganis made the tackle for the Nittany Lions. Clock starts after they set the chains. Hollingsworth. Deflected pass. Intercepted. Picked off by Frank Giannetti. The senior from Toms River, New Jersey. First career interception for Giannetti. Leroy Thompson. Across the 45, down at the 46.
And always enjoyed coaching against him and being a part of that game.
Heavy rush. Great kick. A high kick by Helkowski. Anderson lets it bounce into the end zone.
After goals are the difference.
Screen on first down. Houston in trouble. Sheds the tackler. and managed to make a sizable gain out of what looked like a 4-yard loss. Needs the 30, has the 32, and a first down. Tripped up by Frank Giannetti at their own 32. Hollingsworth barely completed that one to Turner. Very careless was Hollingsworth with the throw to Turner. He was fortunate to get away with it. Penn State hurried to get a man off the field. They just did. They had 12 men on. Got the 12th man off just before the snap. Alabama will come after the punt. Helkowski happy just to get it away. A low kick taken in by Anderson. He squirts out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
They must go down the football field throwing the football.
Hollingsworth blitzed and down. Eric Ravati came off the right end.
You're behind 9-0, you have to throw. It's just time to put their ears back on defense, and here they come.
Hollingsworth down again. Ravati was there.
They're just going to send all 4 of these guys just straight down the field streaking. That's what you're going to have right now. Takes a little long to get it off, though. That rush will be coming after him.
Last chance for Alabama. If they don't pick it up, it's over. Hollingsworth fumbles. Recovered by Penn State. Whistles blow the play dead. And the Nittany Lions are going to win their 5th straight game. Gash, high stepping for a first down. He's down to the 5-yard line. There's been some question about how well the recruiting has gone here in recent years, and certainly there is a lack of depth caused by the injuries. They need to recruit better if they're going to restore this program to where it was in the past. A lot of these folks have already headed for the exits to go home and pen their letters.
Some of it you can't read.
Finkley the catch.
I mean, in fairness to him, he's got a tough situation here. Gene Stallings knows it. Mal Moore knows it. Limited on number of players and limited on the injuries that you receive.
Turner has a first down. He refuses to go down and finally does. Giannetti made the tackle. Second and 10. This will be the final play. It's an interception for Leonard Humphreys.
Just go down, Leonard.
Leonard wants the end zone. He goes down at the 47. Penn State has won 5 in a row. The Lions now 5-2. Alabama's 3-game winning streak comes to an end. The Crimson Tide now 3-4.